the top 3 kids that can name the most number of gothic romance novels progress to the final round.
Dog, that was a bait. That was a bait question. You failed.
Ooh.
You failed your own
What?
test. Gothic romance novels you think is like the cool hip shit?
I don't know. You just said I don't know anything because I'm a boomer.
Oh my
Now I'm
god,
admitting to
dude.
not knowing.
We just went over this. What is the litmus test for cool? Brandy
Brando
Sandy. Yes.
Okay.
Does Brandy
All right.
Sando have a gothic romance novel? No, he does not.
No, he does a lot of sci-fi, I think. Fantasy stuff.
David, it's been so long since we've done a podcast. You know, I think I forget how to cast.
The tricky...
There is absolutely...
Why am I frozen?
There is no... What have you... Okay, David. I'm going to need you to retrace your steps. You and I together haven't done a podcast in 3 weeks, okay?
Yes.
Now, I need you to run me through every single thing that you've done in the past 3 weeks that has clearly led to you being bewitched, cursed, hexed, out the tits. Because you are a walking technology interrupter.
For sure. I did maybe sort of on the side while I was sick. I might have started a subreddit. It's sort of an anti-witch movement on subreddit, and it did gain quite a bit of traction in the US, and I do now have 10,000 dedicated anti-witch followers, but it's probably unrelated.
Sorry, run me through that. Anti-witch followers. So
Yeah.
wouldn't all of those followers be also anti-witch? So I feel like I'd argue that you're in a coven of anti-coveners.
We don't identify as a coven so much as we sort of identify as a collective group of people against covens. I can see why you make that mistake, because on the outside, we look a lot like a coven. Okay,
Right.
we all dress the same.
A murder of non-believers.
Right, and we might meet regularly, and we do engage in some cursing and some magic and stuff.
Yes.
And we do wear the pointy hats. So, like, I guess from the outside, if you're uneducated, we might look a little bit like a coven.
Yes.
But I think it's actually quite an ignorant... I think you'll find that's an anti-witch sentiment, James. And that's prejudice against my, again, group of anti-witch people, not a coven.
Okay. Yeah, just sort of the more you sort of talk about it, it is starting to feel a little bit more like a coven. Do you guys sort of like dress similarly in any way? Are there sort of any, would you say that there are any, are there any sort of like practices that you engage in, say habitually?
Yeah, look, yeah, I mean, we're all getting big into linens this summer, and we've ordered some linen sort of cloaks and
that's
robes
not
we
a
can all
joke.
wear.
That's not a joke for you, because you have talked to me about how you are going full linen this summer on many occasions.
Full linens, James.
Oh,
I'm wearing
he's
linens
done
right
it.
now.
He's done it.
Look at these linens. I'm wearing you can't see it, but I'm wearing linens.
Wow, give us a twirl, you know?
Yeah, that's right. No, look, I mean, we wear gowns sometimes that might all match and be black. It's just, it's good for the,
Black in
nice
Australia,
flowing.
damn, jeez, okay.
Yeah.
Good
and then
for
we maybe
hiding stains, though, I guess.
Yeah, and we might engage in sort of semi-regular, sort of, I wouldn't call them curse sessions. We might do a bit of a chant together, under the full moon, sort of thing. But it's more of like a group therapy.
Yeah, my theory is that it's a real coven filled with real witches. And obviously because of your popular online anti-witch sentiment that you've really been spruiking for quite a number of years now, I'd say it's gained probably a lot of traction in sort of the deepest, darkest pockets of the web. And I think you've been lured into what you think is an anti-coven, but it's an actual coven, and what you think you're doing when you're engaging in sort of protection spells, they're cursing you. Because you, just to give people the rundown, you went toe-to-toe with your Twitch password and lost. You went toe-to-toe with Twitch's account recovery process and got absolutely bashed and beaten. And then you went toe-to-toe with some audio issues, lost there as well. And then as soon as we did start the podcast, you froze. You froze immediately. Okay. Have you muted yourself now? There is no way. There is no way.
There we go.
Sorry. You have upset something somewhere. It said that the host disabled your microphone. My hands haven't touched anything.
I don't doubt you, but something in Twitch went, no. Mute that boy.
Sorry.
Percentage-wise.
This isn't... look, we're friends, and I want to... Look, I'm not going to dance around it with sort of like, puffy, fluffy language, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. You're my friend. I love you. I wish the best for you. But really quick, what I am going to do is just going to sort of say I don't claim any of this energy. I don't claim anything that's sort of attached to David.
Oh,
there are no strings attached to us. Yes, we do a show together. Yes, we're trying to start a little network thing together. Call Black Swan. It's not important. I just want to say I don't claim any of this energy, and whatever is attached to David, I think take him down. But please just stay on him and on that side, and absolutely ravage this cunt. I'm pro David's demon, and I'm anti David. Thank you.
Wow. And I would just like to say before we move on, that I feel that I've come on this show and I've been my honest self, and I've been targeted, and I've been bullied, and I've been prejudiced against. And I feel that for me personally, I put a curse upon you, James.
Okay,
I put a curse upon you.
I've already not claimed it, and I've already sided myself with your fucking. I sided with your demon, dude. Okay, you're rat fuck.
I curse you. I'm sorry. You cursed. I can't do it. You cursed, mate. You have to go see a royal witch to get it undone. You cursed. It's done. Sorry,
dude. Me and your demon are gonna be fucking kicking it after he's done with you, dude. and we are gonna be laughing about the curse that you just tried to do. Okay.
Wow. I can't believe that you're seeing my demon behind my back. That's crazy.
Hey, while you're still here, sort of with us in this living plane, before you sort of get eternally banished to, it's not really like a hellfire when demons get you. It's from what I've seen recently, because I watched The Exorcist Believer pretty recently, and also Talk to Me. Skip Exorcist Believer, dog shit piss, but watch Talk to Me. There are scenes in both of those movies where people are being sort of like dragged down to presumably hell by demons or something, and it doesn't look great. So I just sort of wanted to. I felt
you don't think I'll enjoy it?
Well, I felt compelled to tell you that right there. I sort of had a flash of how it ends for you, and I felt the need to sort of tell you that there. So
I'm gonna decide to compartmentalize that completely and forget about it.
Yeah,
and just pretend I don't know. I'm gonna live in avoidance, denial.
Damn, dude, that's right where he wants you. That's right where he wants you.
How he gets you.
Well, while you are here, should we? Because this is an advice podcast.
Sometimes it is
Australia's only advice podcast.
It's true.
I am a part-time artist, part-time nanny, and I like to combine these two talents and get money by offering private art classes to youth.
Okay, cool.
My biggest worry is getting stuck with a kid I have nothing in common with.
Been there. What if I get stuck with a kid and we just can't even chop it up because we just got nothing to talk about? Well, our Venn diagram doesn't exist. There's no shared interest. Why we can't chop it up in the break room?
Well, yeah,
we've all been there.
Sure, but like this person, they could be into like, slapping the bass, and then this kid's like into fucking like, the harmonica or whatever. It's like how is this even gonna gel? You know what I mean?
We can't. Yeah, there's nothing to mesh with. Like you're super into Beyblades, and the kid's super into wooden trains.
Perfect.
Train sets.
Yeah.
Is that kids? That's kids stuff,
Perfect.
right?
Yeah, no, that's really good.
Yeah.
And timely too.
Yeah.
Christmas just around the corner. It's great.
Yeah.
How do I set up a screening process to make sure I only have to teach cool kids without them or their parents finding out they're being screened? And that's from
Ooh,
Awfully Awkward Artist.
that's powerful as a goal, because you've got two things already off the bat that we love to see in an advice question. We've got nefariousness, okay, underhandedness,
Love it.
self-serving underhandedness. We
Yes.
love to see it.
Yep.
And then second, you've got this threat, this looming threat of being found out as well. Like there's consequence to the underhandedness.
Oh, we love it. It's got everything
You've
you
come to
need.
the right place.
It's got intrigue. It's got nefarious behavior. It's got ill intent. And it's got monetary gain.
Cash monies.
Exactly. Looks like an episode
Screening
of Billions
process.
in this question, you know?
Because of the cash money?
Now, Bobby Axelrod would say, I don't know what Bobby Axelrod would say. He'd
He would
probably say something like,
big cash, big life is what he would say. I haven't seen it, but he's into money, I assume.
sorry, just, what's something sort of like a maniac, capitalist would say to an art student, let's say.
American Psycho quotes.
A maniac capitalist might say something. So this is what Bobby Axelrod would say.
Okay.
Art's a luxury for the privileged few, but if you want to make it big, you need to commercialize your work. Don't waste your time on passion projects. Focus on creating what sells. It's all about market demand and profit margins. Remember,
Right.
your art is only as valuable as the price tag attached to it. And if it doesn't sell, it's not worth anything.
Grim.
Good stuff.
Good advice. Sell. James, you want to buy low, you want to sell high, you want to maximize returns.
Yes.
And that's just good business.
Everyone knows that.
I don't need to tell you. But, okay, I had two thoughts immediately as you were reading the question out. The first is like, now, a lot of kids aren't very cool. I'm sorry, I'll say it. I just don't think a lot of kids are cool. So what you're going to need to do, James looks offended.
Wow.
If I said something controversial?
That's such a boomer thing to say, dude. You don't think like that's just because what you think is cool isn't cool. What you used to think was cool isn't cool anymore. And what's cool has changed and you're not cool anymore, dude. How about that? Yeah.
Wow. Just drop that bomb on me and then you bounce out like that?
What are you reading,
Damn.
dipshit? Still reading Harry Potter? Fucking boomer. We're reading Brandy Sando over here. That's right. Get on TikTok, dipshit. We're reading Brandy Sando.
That does feel like that was a very authentic experience that would happen to me, I think.
Colin's got a great point. You think Jaden Smith isn't cool? You seen his multicolored jean jackets and stuff? You think that's lame, dude?
Yeah, no, I don't know how to answer that. Yes, and I don't. I think he's cool, dude.
You're a cop. Show us the badge. If we find out that you're a cop and we say show us the badge, you legally have to do it.
That's true. I think. Well, okay. A lot of kids aren't cool. I'm not walking away from that. I think as far as the screening process, my mind went to immediately some kind of like elaborate puzzle system where in order to get in the building itself, they have to overcome challenges sort of like Survivor style, but they're all specifically about the things you're interested in.
Fuck
right?
yeah, dude.
Yeah. So it's like, you could even do it sort of like Hunger Games style where like, only certain amounts of people can get through each trial. So you weed down the numbers.
Yes.
Right? You're really into, James, what's an art thing? Hit me with an art thing.
Baroque.
I don't know what that means. You're really into Baroque. So you do a Baroque off, okay?
Yeah, well, yeah,
and then
dude.
the 5 most Baroque kids get through to the next stage of challenges, James.
Gothic romance novels.
The top 3 kids that can name the most number of Gothic romance novels progress to the final round.
Dog, that was a bait question. You failed.
Ooh.
You failed your own test. Gothic romance novels you think is like the cool hip shit?
I don't know. You just said I don't know anything because I'm a boomer.
Oh my God, dude.
Not knowing.
We just went over this. What is the litmus test for cool? Brandy
Brando
Sandy. Yes.
Okay.
Does Brandy Sando have a gothic romance novel? No, the fuck he does not.
No, he does a lot of sci-fi, I think. Fantasy stuff. Name the three kids that can name the most number of Brandy Sando characters progresses to the final round.
Right. I think a lot of this has to do with defining what it is that they think is cool, because they only want to teach cool kids. Now, cool for them could be, like Colin's saying, name the hit reality television shows of the early 2000s. And obviously that would be...
Wait, reality TV?
Yep.
The Punk'd is one of them.
Holy... yeah, okay. Yep.
MTV's The Cribs. Those are the two that I know.
MTV's Real World.
MTV's Real World.
Thank you.
If you check the tape, I actually said that first. It just sounded like James's voice.
Yeah. I feel like you're getting, there's sort of maybe a little bit of confusion there between like a reality TV show and maybe like a game show, but that's fine. It's fine. Because we don't know what their definition of cool is. So it's fine that you don't know that. I'm filled with a white hot rage, but that's fine.
It feels like what's happened is I've once again accidentally walked backwards and put my foot on a James landmine that I didn't know existed. Which in this case is
they're very dude. You know what's funny? You know what's fucked up about these little James mines? A lot of the time I plant them. I don't remember where I planted them.
No.
You know what I mean? So when they get stepped on, it's a surprise to me too. I go, oh yeah.
I forgot I buried it there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I do actually have a very specific gripe about, Legends of the Hidden Temple. You know what I mean? And the fact that how the fuck does half a pendant ward off a temple guard, but like a whole pendant does too? Why the fuck would I need to get a whole pendant if I can just get half a pendant to get the fucking guy to fuck off because he takes the whole thing anyway? You know what I mean? God, stupid. Let's get the almanac to talk about that shit.
Yeah, buddy. Me too. Big time.
Yeah.
I hate it when the pendant half is
Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite team from the hit television game show? The hit Nickelodeon children's game show, right? That was out, that we all watched in our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Who was your favorite team?
I liked the underdogs.
Who were?
The guys that dressed in red.
Oh, the red team? Yeah. What was... Their name was?
The Crimson Crew.
It's the Red Jaguars, dude. It's the Red Jaguars.
Shit.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. I didn't have cable TV growing up, so I didn't.
If I say Takeshi's Castle to you, does that mean anything?
That's a Japanese game show, isn't it? I don't know anything beyond that.
I hope this demon fucking fully gets you, dude. I'm
not happy about it either. If I could change, I would, James. You don't think I hate this?
My personal favorites are the green monkeys or the silver snakes. Thank you. Or the blue barracudas. Thank you very much.
Those are all great names. Blue barracudas is my favorite out of those. Just name-wise.
I do like the game show style aspect where they do have but it could be, depending upon where you're at, it could be like, imitate this style or whatever, because then you're only getting the art students that are interested in the art that you're interested in. Whereas if you're only interested in the Forever the Sickest Kids, not the band, obviously, just the cool cats, you would probably say something like, finish these Olivia Rodrigo lyrics.
Okay. Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Or like, name this TikTok trend, or what's this TikTok sound? Like, you could sort of pick and choose what's big in the cultural zeitgeist, Yeah.
Why in the Metallica documentary film Becoming the Monster, I think it was called, or something like that. Why was Dave Mustaine such a fucking crybaby? You know what happened there?
Yeah, and then and then they'll tell you what happened there, and then you'll know that they're cool.
Colin is a fucking genius. That's very good. That's very Colin. Oh my god. Is it cake? Is it cake?
Wait, can I guess what this is? Is this because there was this big people online, Instagram, they started baking cakes that look like all kinds of random objects and stuff, and then there was a big famous TV show on Netflix, and then is it that, or is it about butts?
I'm so sorry to everyone that's had an internet connection for their entire fucking existence.
Could be about butts.
Because David doesn't realize what the is it cake thing. But for the rest of us that do know what that is, I think that's a really great way to do it, you know? Because only the coolest kids are going to know. They're going to see right through that fucking cake bullshit.
Are they supposed to guess? I'm not even going to ask.
You have two things side by side. Here is a flat screen television. Here is another flat screen television. Which one's the real flat screen television?
Oh.
Which one's the fucking cake, dude?
That's what's up. That's a real question for the ages. I think I would get it wrong every time. I just know me and myself, you know?
The trick there is that the final one is they're both cake.
Oh shit, it's like a trick. That's crazy.
That's how you know you're going to get only the coolest kids.
Now, so I like that as a failsafe, right? Because you could have a kid that happens to like an uncool kid that happens to just kind of get through it all. But that final trick question, that's kind of your emergency parachute.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get these uncool kids out of here.
You don't want the dipshit that's just like screaming through the multiple choice. He's like A, B, B, A, D, C, A.
He just gets lucky, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The last one's a total fucking electric mine. Love it.
It's good. The only other suggestion I had when you were first reading that out is I think Survivor style, you know, only the toughest get through, only the coolest kids get through, I think is powerful. I think that's strong. Is there something in sort of an elaborate kind of Gordon Ramsay-esque, you know, like kind of like some kind of grilling process where you hire a grown man to sort of look at their art and sort of yell at them about it, and then whoever's most resilient kind of or responds the best or adapts the best gets through.
Absolutely. Dude, I love this game show thread that you've got going on with this. This is very fun, okay?
I'm just feeling it.
Because I thought like commit a crime together and like see if they knock. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna know if they're fucking chill. You know what I mean?
I might go to prison though. Is the issue there? There's a risk associated.
We set it up. It's not actually. It's my friend's shop. You know, it's not a big. You know, it's not real.
It's all a lie.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, that's great, Colin. This whiplash version of a reality TV show.
Oh, that's exactly the energy I'm looking for.
Where we get fucking Simmons in there, just fucking not my tempoing this kid.
Grilling them.
Hell yeah.
Could we somehow combine this with a Shark Tank style presentation?
Oh, a pitch your art to me? Yes, dude. Art. Yes.
But you have your, you know, your Ramsay-esque judge, who's the harsh one. You have a nice judge, and then you have and normally then they'd have like a funny one, but we get an even harsher judge.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We get a Simon Cowell type and a Gordon Ramsay type.
And then we get a fucking Simmons type who comes in at the end. And it's like the reverse of the Jerry Springer final moment where he comes out and he fucking grills the grillers. You know what I mean? He critiques the critiquers. And that's how we get real meta on it. Yeah.
Or, oh my God, or is that the final test? You then bring the kids in to critique the critiquers after they've just been screamed at for 45 minutes.
Yes, and the first one to make one of the critiquers cry, you're in, dude. You're my student.
Now, there's a lot of overhead involved, cost-wise, but I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Factor it into your costs, dude.
Into the budget.
All right, yeah.
Exclusive. Could you and obviously charge for the trials, right? There's a buy-in fee to the trials. You're going to make that money back.
Yeah.
Non-refundable deposit.
There's a whole other aspect where we license this as a TV show. Multiple revenue streams. It's very 2023.
We probably live stream it and get some ad sponsors. There's definitely going to be some handling fees when they purchase that non-refundable deposit.
Exactly.
3% credit card charge. We'll figure it out in the back end.
So good. I feel like we really like me, you, Colin. What a wonderful idea. Obviously patent pending because this will be pitched. Well,
copyright.
Yeah, well, let's just download this episode and we'll send it to someone and we'll send them to the timestamp and we'll be like, what do you think? You know, that's the pitch.
Exactly. Right.
Sum it up really quick. Actually, we'll jump to this timestamp. Can you sum up the pitch for the grilling art show? And then that'll be the pitch that we send to him.
That'll be like there'll be a little musical jingle or something.
I'll put music under it. Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, step right up to see the Grilling Game Show where we get all kinds of kids on and we grill them, and then when the kids think they can't be grilled no more, the kids grill the grillers, and the best griller of the grillers wins the prize, and that's grill the grillers, folks.
Why the fuck did you do a voice? Why did you throw a voice in there?
Sorry?
Well, you did a voice. As soon as we kicked it. Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. That's
how I sound.
We'll take a minute, really quick. When we threw to you to do the pitch, okay, you kicked the voice in.
Don't think I did, but keep going.
You definitely did. Even Colin said so whiny, right?
It's probably the Twitch guest star. I'm having issues.
What's funny is, sorry, do you have an early 2000s Xbox lag switch hooked up to your fucking PC right now? How did you just fully glitch out right there? How are you doing this?
I don't understand what's going on.
I'm not even upset anymore because that was impeccable timing. I fucking love your demon, dude. Oh, we're going to be best buds as soon as he kills you.
Sorry? What was that last bit?
Yeah, it's not just you, Colin. This dude is fully being haunted in real time. We're seeing it.
I'm very confused.
David, I want to preface this by saying that I, female 34, married my husband, male 37, a year ago. Okay? His mom is snoopy and annoying as fuck. She can't help it. That's just how she is, as my dear in-laws say. Let's not
even tackle
Let's not make excuses for poor behavior, okay? We'll circle back to that. Yeah.
People can't change.
Oh, guys, it's cool. She's just a cunt. So that's how she is.
She's just a dick.
Yeah. You know.
What are you going to do about it?
Can't help it. That's the in-laws. Just a cunt. My husband and I purchased a new house recently. My mother-in-law kept pushing to get an emergency key. She promised that she'd only use it in an emergency, but given the fact that she had an emergency key to our old apartment and walked in on us being intimate twice, my husband didn't think it was that big of a deal.
What?
I just couldn't trust her, so I sent her a fake key after she kept pushing it, and she had a smug look on her face after I hand-delivered it to her.
That's wild.
A decoy key.
This is already great. I'm already impressed. That's amazing. Amazing stuff.
Days went by, and at Christmas dinner, my mother-in-law angrily called me out on the fact that I gave her a fake copy of the house key. She shamed me for doing this in front of everyone, but in my defense, I asked her how she found out. And she said days ago she came over at 4:00 while my husband and I were out. I reminded her, didn't you promise you wouldn't use it unless it was an emergency?
Incredible.
So you tried to get in when there was no emergency and you broke the promise that you made to us? She's saying this to her in front of everyone at Christmas. Love it.
As a big mouse trap closes
around
dude.
Her. A fucking alley-oop of like, this lady's like, I'm confronting you. And she's like, I don't fucking think you are, dude. Buckets.
I'm confronting you. It's a reverse Uno.
She got fucking reverse Uno, dude. Yeah, how about draw 4, bitch? Okay? Because I reversed you and I draw 4 on ya. All right?
I like the idea of using how about draw 4, bitch, just in any situation. Someone's like, oh, Dave, could you give me a hand with this? Draw 4, bitch. Take a walk.
I like that
I ain't
being.
helping.
I like that being the friend of the guy who did the slam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like it's the it's that moment Matt Damon's like grilling the dude in the bar. His friends could be like, draw 4, bitch. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
She looked red in the face, and the other family. She looked red in the face, and the other family members started staring. Someone even laughed at her. I love that she threw that in as superfluous detail, but she's like, yeah, that's right, guys. She went red in the face. Everyone was staring at her. Some of them even laughed.
It's very, it's like an unnecessary drive-by because you fully got her.
Yeah.
Now you're just rubbing it in.
Exactly, yeah. She suddenly got up from the seat and rushed into the kitchen, where she had a huge meltdown so loud the next door neighbors must have heard. Literally. I've never heard a 60-plus-year-old woman throw a tantrum like that. Needless to say, dinner went a bit awkward, and my husband and his sister were giving me looks. My husband went off on me in the car and said I lied and manipulated and humiliated and exposed his mum, and said he wouldn't have let me get away with it had he known. We had an argument, and he is demanding I apologize to his mum for my childish behavior and for ruining Christmas dinner for the whole family. What's the right thing to do here? The right thing to do is to fucking tell your husband to draw 4, bitch. Okay?
Yeah, draw 4, bitch.
No, thank you.
Could you run it again? Could you apologize? Give her a new key.
No way! The double dip, the redupe, the redupe. Yes,
James, you know she's not just using that key for emergencies,
dude.
You can run this whole play again.
Oh my god!
And you know the best part, James? When she tries it the next time and it doesn't work, you know what she's not gonna do? Bring it up to anybody.
Oh my god! And if she does, we redupe the redupe, dude.
Redo the redupe.
This is an infinite dupe. Oh yes.
You're in such a position of strength here. I say double down. Draw 4, bitch.
Oh yes. The t-shirts, our new slogan, the advisory. Draw 4, bitch.
Draw 4, bitch. I would wear the shit out of that on a t-shirt. I don't know. That was just my initial instinct. I think it would. I think she's got.
Dude,
what's her other option? Throw an even bigger tantrum? I don't think so. She's old.
Yeah.
Just tiring, surely.
That first tantrum, I don't want to say it. I shaved a couple of years. Okay, she can't afford too many of those.
That's life. She wants to live.
You say you go to the husband, hat in hand. Darren, Lockyer, the footballer that I'm married to. Darren, I'm so sorry that I goofed, that I fucking slam dunked on your mum. How I alley-ooped the fucking redupe on your mum.
Outclassed the shit out of your mum.
Yeah. So sorry that I fucking... Oh, Darren, I'll tell you.
Jeez.
Top 5 highlight reel for my life moments right there.
When I die and my life flashes before my eyes, that's number 3.
That's number 3, dude. Yeah.
That's how well I fucking owned the shit out of your mother.
You go, hat in hand, apologize. I'm so sorry. Brisbane Broncos, Darren Lockyer. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get a new key cut, and I want you to hand deliver it to your mum for me. Get maybe a nice little gift, those. Don't get her something great, maybe a box of favorites or something, something shit that's like,
whatever's on special in the chocolate aisle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not Ferrero Rochers, because fuck that cunt, Save Ferrero Rochers for the people that you love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you get him to go deliver it. And then it's this really nice, great moment. We're all coming back together. And it's more believable because it's Darren doing the handoff. And it looks like it's got the Darren seal of approval. You know what I mean? Mum, don't worry about it. It's taken care of. Here is a real copy of the key to our home.
From trusted sports commentator Darren Lockyer.
From previous Brisbane Broncos fullback, I think. Not
he did one with the he did one with the footballs.
He did the football, yeah.
Yeah. And he now talks about the footballs.
Of course. What else is he going to talk about?
Because that's the only career option you have.
Probably,
after you age out of it,
probably, investing or something he'll talk about later once he starts doing ads for like Suncorp or something. You know what I mean?
Probably real estate investment because those guys, that's all they do.
Supplements, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Athletic greens, that kind of bullshit. Yeah.
Debt collection agencies.
For sure.
Bitcoin.
Oh shit! He took
other Ponzi
this
schemes.
This is the latter end of his life, I think, when he's like getting desperate for the cash.
It needs that cash, yeah.
Yeah. And then it gets the Darren signed, sealed, delivered approval. Mum fully buys it this time. And then if she fucking tries to break in again, egg on your face a second time, bring it up. Bring it up, because you know what happens.
You're in the kind of a no-lose scenario as far as I see it.
No one, I'll say this, right? And we do an advice podcast, so I don't know if you do, but I also listen to advice podcasts as well. I think that you've just given the single greatest piece of advice the internet has ever seen. And I can say that because I search for questions on an advice podcast and listen to other ones.
You're kind of the advice, and I've said this about you privately, I'll say it publicly here. You're the kind of world's foremost advice expert.
I'm the compare the market for advice answers. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of them. I know who's dishing out the best ones. And when it comes to a question like this, you fucking done it in one. You know how good of a piece of advice that is? Is that when you look at the table and you go, you know what? There's no room to goof here anymore. Because he's done it.
Look, I do have a +1 to my idea.
I'm excited. Yes.
Because here's where my brain went to. You know, that's the fake key, right? That you've re-given her. You've given her a new fake key.
Yeah.
Could you put one of those little dongly things on, little Apple things that, like, when you get close to stuff, it's like, oh, the tag's here. Could you plant one of those in the key and then sort of automate some kind of system in your home so when she approaches to try and use the key, it films her with a date stamp trying to get in and just posts it instantly to Facebook tagging her?
Love that.
Real-time shame. You know what I mean? Or it just kicks into a live stream on Facebook of her trying to get in.
Boop, just comes up, right? And and it posts in there and it just starts atting all of the different family members. And then they're in the comments like, what's this? Oh, is that Auntie, Lauren? Oh, is that Grandma? Blah, blah, blah. And then they're all commenting live and they're seeing it live. And they come up and they watch her put the key in, realize it doesn't fit. And this is a live shaming. Oh.
Yeah. And the other special benefit you get from that is if this keeps happening and you kind of have her in this infinite loop, you might be able to monetize that stream, make a bit of cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
James, look, it's the economy's not great right now. I'm just saying any way to make a buck. And I feel like publicly shaming a mother and being sponsored by koala mattresses is not outside of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe there's a way to work in some affiliate marketing links to this, Are you sick of the crappy fucking quality of, your ubiquity fucking home security, whatever? Well, go to my Amazon link, get yourself a Ring door cam.
Yep.
Shame your grandma.
Shame your grandma today.
Shame your mother-in-law.
With discount code.
Well, it's a sponsored
Draw 4, bitch.
It's a oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
D4B.
I forgot what it was for a second.
Yeah. It would be the UTM code on that would be like D4B, draw 4 bitch.
Draw 4 bitch. Yeah, I mean, I just think, embellishments are always good. I feel like just an extra bit of revenue is not a bad idea. The only other thing that we could try here, James, and I feel like, you can't improve on perfection. But if you needed a B plan.
Yeah.
Okay, if you needed a B plan, I think your other avenue here is, can you apologize without apologizing? Can you convince your husband through a series of kind of elaborate social maneuvers that you've apologized for this thing when in fact you haven't? right? Because I feel like what he's looking for is you admitting you did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Could you do something else wrong to his mother-in-law, then apologize to her for it, and have another family member spectating, and then they like, you know what I mean? Like, could you try and convince him that you've apologized without actually apologizing, by kind of leveraging the social credit of your family member, of his family, you know?
For sure. Yeah. So you get sort of like another family member to watch, but it's from a distance, and I'm up at the mum, and I'm saying something completely unrelated, and then you just go, you know what? I think I just need a hug. And then you guys hug, and the person from a distance sees, and while you're doing the hug, you're like, done.
And maybe,
we did it.
Maybe you give him $50. I don't know. Maybe you pay them off. Maybe you give them $50 just for their cooperation.
Well, then why am I doing it? Sorry. I'm just going to pay for a lie then at that point.
Oh,
I'm going to like do that. You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do? Both?
I guess I'm worried about I'm worried about mother-in-law not corroborating the story.
She doesn't need to. I've got the other person saying it. And because then when she goes, she never apologized to me. You go, what? Of course I did. Margaret, you saw, we had a hug right after. You know what I mean? And now she looks spiteful, because now she's like, she's never apologized. She just, and then
really
it's like,
good.
well, I did see them hug or whatever. Colin had an interesting one, which was swap the husband's keys with a decoy, which I'm not entirely sure what the end game is there. Are you trying to convince the husband that the mum had the right key all along, but you had the wrong key?
I'm confused about that. What the goal is with that?
Removal of the
get
husband.
Rid of the husband, right? Because he can't get in the house.
Yeah,
I get that. I also don't like my husband, so I understand. Now, my only concern with that is he might have a second key, so we might sort of have to do some kind of we may have to. I guess what I'm thinking is like trap him at some point, or
and
have
it's his
him
house.
Be distracted.
He knows the layout and he knows the weak points.
Yeah, he's sort of got in his head.
Yeah.
The exit points, the entry points. What I'm saying is your husband is ready to sort of military style blow up the door, breach the apartment, and come back in.
He's like, I installed the dog flap. I know that I fucked it up. I cut the hole too big, and I put the flap on to cover it or whatever. If I take that dog flap off, there's a giant hole right there that I can crawl through.
Exactly.
If I tap on this window 3 times, I know that like the back door opens because that's how the draft flows in our house. It's like a whole big thing.
Because I haven't reseated the back door because I've been busy. It's on my to-do list or whatever.
Get off my fucking case about it, okay? I've been watching Darren Lockyer's podcast lately. No, he's Darren Lockyer. I've got my podcast to do. I've got all those banks to do ads for and stuff. The meet and greets.
It's also very funny to imagine Darren Lockyer's podcast, but part of his job is to listen to the finished product, but he does it on loudspeaker in the house. So she comes home and she's like, oh, fucking Darren's listening to Darren's show again.
He's listening to Darren again.
Oh my God. For the 12th time this week. Welcome back
to Daz's Diaries. On Darren Lockyer's vlog podcast series. It's a vlog, but only for your ears. Today, I'm going to the shops. I've heard that this place has got a really good fucking chicken and leek pie. And it's just bling, bling, bling. The aircon's starting. He just has his phone in the fucking cradle.
In the car.
Audio recording.
Not
and
a
he's
microphone.
Like, nah. And the whole time the fucking aircon's blowing into the mic while he's like, oh, so I've really been thinking about, Suncorp want me to do some ads for them. And it's like, fuck, Darren. Get a lapel mic or something.
Someone pulls up to him with the light.
Is that Darren Lockyer? In the background?
Oh, are you Darren Lockyer?
He's like, yeah, that's me. Because he's got that fucked up voice.
Because he's got the fucked up.
He's got really,
It's me. It's me, mate. It's me, Darren.
Uncanny.
Thank you.
This is a lot of NRL
Regional
content in
humor,
this episode for 2 people who I haven't watched a fucking game of football in maybe 10 plus years.
Yeah. I don't do
Here's
NRL.
my lineup. Darren Lockyer, Wendell Saylor, all of those boys. That was the last time I was watching football. Those years. You know what I mean? And then if we want to go soccer years, we're talking Ryan Giggs. We're talking Manchester United. You know what I mean? Where it's a very specific era. You know what I mean? Of sports enthusiasm.
Have I told you? I don't think I've told this in the show, but I might have told you. Have I told you the story about how me and my brother accidentally blanked a famous NRL player?
No. How, where, and why?
So as kids, so my parents were buying an apartment as an investment property, and
so they're part of the problem. Yep.
Yeah. Yes. It was the first time we had enough money, and they were like immediately like, quick, invest it. It was a bad idea. Anywho. We go to this apartment and the person shows us.
I'm sorry, that's a very different. You don't say, oh, it's the first time that they have money. No one goes, hey, this is the first time I've had money. I know what I'll do. Investment property numero uno.
It was a really bad idea. Let's not get into it.
Yeah.
And the subsequent issues that arose from it. It's fine.
Generational wealth is the issues that arose from it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Colin says, sounds like a tough time.
It's fine. Anyway, so we go to look at this apartment, and the dude opens the door and he shows us in, and me and my brother would have been like, I would have been like 12 maybe. And he goes, oh, and the dude, this big dude, fills up the door frame, and he's like, oh, hey guys, oh, hey kids, and we just kind of look at him. We're like, hey, we go in and sit down, and they go and look at the apartment, and we're just sort of sitting, waiting patiently, and he comes out and he goes, oh, so do you kids want my autograph? We're like, huh? Like in my head, I'm like, why would I want a real estate agent's autograph? That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, well, did you watch? And he goes, did you watch the game the other day? And
yeah.
we're like, what? And it took way too long for, I think it might have been Alex, to go, oh, were you in the game? He was like, he was some big time Broncos guy or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he was some famous superstar footballer.
Yeah.
And my mom had to come back in and basically, I don't know what she, like, it was like an instinct. She like apologized for us to this guy that we didn't recognize him, because he seemed really like crestfallen that we didn't recognize him or think he was somebody worthy of our time.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest experience.
Well, you insulted a Brisbane legend. Have you since found out who that was?
I do, but I've forgotten, because it's a football name that I've forgotten.
I just want to really quickly sort of like paint a picture for people who in David's tales, his pauper tales that he just tried to tell there, was that in his story where it was the first time they had enough money and they were buying an investment property. They were buying an investment property from a famous football star.
Don't know that.
Oh my God, guys. We're doing it so tough. We were really hoping that we were going to get the 1.5 mil apartment. Yeah, we only got the 1.1. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, these ones only have ocean views, not ocean and city. Pretty irritating. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Even Colin said, so not flipping a shanty house. Yeah. That was, so buying an apartment from a famous NRL star, man, doing it tough. What a tough time. On their first investment property.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tough time. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, I mean, that's it. We did it. We done the advice. We said too much about the Brisbane Broncos in this episode.
Yeah. Very Brisbane heavy.
I really hope that this doesn't end up on like the wrong feeds. You know what I mean? This is going to end up on, I feel like this really isn't going to help how many sports betting ads I already get. Don't even watch the sports. Don't gamble at all. Get all of the sports betting ads. And now that we've talked about it, I feel like it's nothing but fucking tab ads for us and
for a long time.
Who knows what they're called these days? Sport lads. That would be my one. Sport lads.
Boys money. Boys bets.
Boy bucks and bets.
Boy Bucks is good.
Boys, comma, bucks, and ampersand bets. Boys, bucks, and bets. What's our
Boys,
one?
Bucks, and bets. Draw 4, bitch.
That's what it says when you lose. Yeah.
The draw 4, bitch.
Yeah, it comes up, it goes, blah, 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 and it says draw 4, bitch. And you go, oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
how.
will draw 4.
That's our point of differentiation. Oh, maybe you can get back in. And then you Uno it out. Who's the ultimate loser? Okay, really quickly before we go.
Yeah.
Here's how we differentiate boys, bucks, and bets.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so everyone bets on the big Broncos game, right?
Yep.
I think I've got a 30 under on the triple swing, right? Now,
Big time.
of course, they only end up going 20 under on the double swing. Oh, embarrassing
Right.
for me.
And you didn't invest in the triple flop.
Yeah. But I lose, okay? And it comes up draw 4, bitch. And that means, do I want to opt into a Hunger Games style it's basically a battle royale, right? Do I want to just lose my money and be done with it? Or I can go into a second bet ring where all the people that lost on that match compete in a game of Uno, I guess, on the app. And whoever wins that absorbs the debt of everyone else who participates. So I can walk away. You know, I lost my $100,000 because I'm such a fucking shitty gambler. I've got such a problem. Yeah. I can either walk away and I lose my 100K, or I go into the battle royale style and I come out and I've lost nothing. I didn't win anything, but I've lost nothing. And my $100,000 debt and everyone else's losses get saddled onto one person.
Jesus.
It's battle royale betting.
That's pretty good. The other, I mean, that you made me think of another option, which is like, I like the idea of them rebuying in to do something with Uno. What if when you lose, you can spend like $5, $1, whatever it is, and it's sort of a loot crate style. You randomly get an Uno card that comes up on the screen. Okay. And they have different effects. So like, a reverse Uno means like, oh, that money comes back into my account. Didn't count. That's a mulligan.
Right.
But you might get a +4 where it times your debt by 4.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Damn.
Like you sort of, but it's a loot box. You might be tempted. You're still on that screen. I can spend another $1. Maybe this time I'll get a reverse Uno, and then all of that goes away.
Yeah. Or I get a ×2 and I double my debt for no reason.
On top of the debt that I already times by 4.
Exactly. I'm excited
for make a lot of money.
I'm excited for the future of Boys, Bucks, and Bets.
Boys, Bucks, and Bets.
Obviously, we'll take it to, because we're Australian, we'll take it to the guy that owns Steak, because he's Australian, and he'll love that. Crypto, dude. It's all about crypto, because then
they love it.
Gambling's accessible for everyone, and that's not dangerous at all.
And that's the advisory promise, James. Wow.
We did it.
We did it. Little cursed, but we got there.
Well, you're fully cursed.
I don't know what's going on with me.
Yeah, you are fully cursed down to the core. I don't know what's happening with you, but again, I did it at the top of the show. I'd like to do it at the tail of the show. I do not claim this energy that is surrounding and pursuing David. Fully keen and chill to be the demon's BFF once you take David down. Fully on board with that. And if you would like to see the David get taken down by the demon, do that next week, Thursday, 6 p.m, right here on twitch.tv/Black Swan Society. My favorite. It's my favorite place to watch my friend get eaten alive by a demon. Socials in the show notes. You know how to fucking do it. Rating, review, all that good stuff.
Do it.
David, before you are freed from this mortal coil, what are your parting words?
I would say, I mean, I already said it. Obviously, buy low, sell high.
Got to.
+4, bitch. Pick up 4, bitch.
It's plus. Okay, you really
4 pluses, bitch.
Okay, what do you want it to be? Okay, this is because it was draw 4. Now you've gone plus 4.
I got confused. I got confused about what
Okay.
it was. I would like it to be draw 4, bitch, is what I would like it to be. I just keep forgetting what it is.
Perfect. So your parting words are,
Draw 4, bitch.
and mine are, keep it chill, demon, keen to hang, and obviously this week's episode of The Advisory brought to you by Boys, Bucks, and Bets. Stay liquid.
Stay liquid.
Yeah, because you got to have like a...
No, I know, I understand. That's great.
You want them to, because it's like, I don't want them to like fully run out of cash. Then what are they going to do? Stop betting on my... No, but then, oh shit, no, because we've got to do, you know how they have all the fucking, the sad stuff after the gambling ads now? And it's like, whose money are you really gambling with? So I'll say, this week's episode brought to you by Boys, Bucks, and Bets, and then you do the fucking, the governmental warning deterrent, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Demons are chill, keen to be BFFs, and this week's episode of The Advisory brought to you by Boys, Bucks, and Bets.
All Boys, Bucks, and Bets advice is not financial advice. It's considered under the FTC guidelines and the ACCC. Consult just don't. Hey, gambling's bad. This message is approved by the Australian Government of Canberra.
Oh fuck! Hold on. Oh fuck! Just gotta, because it's like you put in an official thing on there, and then it's like you can't have that in. Okay, perfect. And now we're back. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye. Love you. I love you, demon.
Okay.
I love you, demon.
Wow.
Boys, Bucks, and Bets.